Alright, got a surprise for you guys. I'm actually talking to you, and it's still daylight outside. Holy crap, what's this guy up to, right? Well, I'll tell you what I'm up to. I got some goodies down here to go on the smoker. Technically, I was supposed to put them on at 4 o'clock today when I got out of my class I was taking. Sorry. Yeah, that didn't work. I got busy with something else. So let me show you what we got going on here. So there's my bowl full of ribs we're going to put on there. They're pork. Got them coated in some of my secret dry rub. One of these days I'll break down when I got to mix a new bottle. I'll let you guys see what I put in it. And I know we talked the other day about how I was really happy with the wood chips chunks, whatever, that I got from Amazon to put on the smoker. All the ones I could find were just a little bitty chips, right? And those irritate the hell out of me because they don't last. Your smoke goes like crazy for like 30 minutes. And even with them soaked, they're gone too quick. So I tried the little trick of smoking them and then putting them in little aluminum foil pouches, right, with just an opening on the side so the smoke can get out. And it helped them last a little bit longer, but I still wasn't happy with it. So I found these on Amazon, and I want you to see what we got going on here. Now that's a chunk, all right? And I was real happy with the way they came because you see how how thick this one is, right? So that's a good one that'll burn probably the whole 4 hours, however long I decide to leave them on here. And then there's some others. So that's a pretty long piece, but you can see it's relatively thin. So that one I don't see lasting more than maybe 2 hours. And then I got another smaller one in here. So still good sized pieces. The other thing I've got, of course, for smoking is my bowl, right? That I'll fill with the water. And what I'll do is when I put the chunks on, I'll take the water they've been soaking in and pour it in the water bowl. And then you see here I got a little bowl of vegetable oil. And one of my little basting brushes. As I put the racks and everything on, I'm going to brush them down with some oil just to make sure stuff doesn't stick. And I just realized I'm missing something, but oh well. So I also got one of the rib racks that lets you stand them up. And I do really like it because I can take, I think it's 5 pieces it holds, and I can put them all on the top so they're right there where you can get to them. But I've got too many to put in the rack today anyway, so my plan was to put 2 or 3 on the bottom and the other 5 standing in the rack. I'm just not going to worry about it. So I plugged this guy in just a little bit ago so it could get started doing some heating. You know what's out there. So you can see I didn't clean it last time. It's still got ashes in it. I do need to refill my lava rocks. Some of them got spilled when we were moving, and I just, lazy ass, haven't replaced them yet. So basically what I do with these, right, is just take and lay them wherever they look like they'll fit nicely. And I don't really like the idea of laying them right on the heating element, but until I get some more lava rocks put in there, not a whole lot of choice. What sucks is I've got a brand new bag of lava rocks out in the storage box. Just haven't brought them in yet. So, you know what's out there. Alright, so there's my 3 chunks. So I'm going to put the chimney back on here. Yeah, the doggy's right here stalking me because I smell this meat sitting on the table. So Donovan was nice enough to wash these up for me. Again, lazy ass. I didn't wash them last time I used them. So I'm going to set one of these. Wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. Y'all can't let me do this crap. The bowl of water's got to go in first. Alright, so boil the water first. Sits right down in here on these little tabs on the side. You probably can't see that, but you know, whatever. I'm going to have to put you down for a second while I pour the water in. So I'm not going to fill it, but maybe halfway up. And I'm sure you all know that's just to keep stuff from drying out. Gives a little moisture to the smoke. Bring it down just a little bit here. So here's my first rack, right? I'm going to stick it down in here on the next tab. Pretty much sits right above the water. I'm going to take my little brush and just put a little bit of oil on the rack. I usually spray them with a non-stick cooking spray, but we're out. Been to the grocery store twice this week. Totally didn't think I'd get any. Alright, so those laces. You are not stealing my ribs. Here's this nice stack of ribs here. So I'll lay the first layer in here. And you really have to watch, especially when you're putting this much in here. Make sure you leave plenty of gaps between them so that the smoke and everything can boogie up and down. That might be enough on the first one. So I lied. I'm going to go ahead and put the other rack in before I show you, because I messed around and got stuff all over my hands. A couple of exciting pieces of news for you. I got my new iPhone in the mail today. So when I get this good and rolling, I'll go in there and transfer all my goodies on it and get to play with that. And I'm excited because I know it's got a better camera. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is, since I'll have the two phones, when I try to do this kind of stuff, I might even get fancy and set two of them up. Have them both record, and then get two different angles I can put together afterwards. Kind of breaks my no editing rule, but I promise I won't cut anything out. It'll just be whichever view looks better. Yeah. Alright, but you see what we got going on here, right? There's the 3 on top. Hiding down there is the 4 underneath. And I'm going to set the lid up here. And I'm going to cut you guys off for a bit. I'm going to let it get the smoke good and rolling. Probably about an hour I'll come out and check it, just make sure the chips are okay. And I'll let you see what the smoke looks like. You've seen it in the other videos, but it's always fun. That's it for now. Talk to you in a bit. What's up? Alright, so a couple of Guinness, couple of shots in. And I need to come out and put my temperature thing, my probe, in the ribs, so you can see got a little smoke going on, not quite as much as I wanted, but we'll check the wood chips too. Stupid me, I forgot to bring a thing, so see the door here. You turn the little thing and pop it open and you can see the wood chips and everything underneath, but I ain't burning my fingers, so whatever. So let's see. I didn't even look and see what time it was, so I can tell you how long it's been on, but let's see what we got going on here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the reason I'm out here right now, once again, my Thorn Pro from Amazon, I'm gonna hang this puppy on the side. Yeah, I suck at this whole holding the camera and video and thing, sorry. And I think this guy is probably the biggest. I'm going to look for the fattest place in the middle. Whoop, smoke's right in my eyes. Stick him right in here. Gotta find the bone. I'm gonna put that right in there. Nah, too far. Alright. So, got that in. Need to rearrange just a tad here. And stupid me, I got gloves for this shit, but whatever. Put the lid back on. And then, oh! Let's see. Turn this puppy on. Uh-oh. I don't know if you can see it. It says 162. Let me think about this. I think the USDA thing says 145 for ribs. I'm sorry, that's still way too tough. I'm not going to go brisket level because that's... Whew, my eyes are running because of the smoke. Because that's like 225, whatever. So I'm thinking maybe 185. So what I'll do now that I've checked it, it's still smoking. How much you can see? You can see like goddamn Poland. You can see the smoke. It's rocking and rolling. A little slower than I wanted, but whatever. And yeah, I'm scooting across the floor. Let's see if I can pull off. Ow! God damn, that's hot. Alright, so, I don't know. There you go. I think you can see that. So, what you're seeing is the really bright red is the heating element. And then on top of that, you got all the logs you saw we put on there earlier. And now that I open the door, there's actually a little bit of flames going on. Whoop, too close. Look at those pretty trees. Not as pretty as a beard, though. You know you want to touch it. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. So I'm going to close this back up. If I can do it without burning myself. Ow! 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 Alright, so, close back up. So, my plan now, go get the little remote thing we saw earlier, and when I get back on the front porch, I'm going to turn the remote thing on and let them rock and roll to about 185, and then I'll check them. Main thing I look for is once the meat starts pulling back from the ends of the bones. That's usually when they're pretty much ready. And I'll tell you, I dry rub. I don't sauce them while they're on the smoker. I want my dry rub. I want the crunch. You want to sauce them, we'll put a ramekin on the table, we'll get a bottle on the table, whatever, and we'll make it happen. But coming off the grill, mine, nope, no sauce. Tuka. Hey, baby. Oh. Anyway, so my plan for now is to go grab another beer, sit on the front porch, and I'll let you know when they're ready to come off. Cut a couple for you. So, hey, one thing I forgot to mention. I said earlier, smokers discontinued. Hello? So it's really hard to get the heating elements for it. They did have them pop up on Amazon again for a decent price. That's why I say I'm tempted to buy a new model, but Corey, great story. We were still at the house in Kennesaw. Had the exact same model, right? And right before the element actually broke and wouldn't work anymore, it got to where it was tripping the GFCI. So my electrician friends will love this, Bill, whatever. So instead of replacing the element, I just went and got this redonkulous extension cord. I did actually talk to an electrician, so we bought this when we were in St. Augustine, and there were no electrical outlets on our rooftop. And that's where we set the smoker when we used it. So I had an electrician come out and had him look at it, see if he could put an outlet up top, and there was really no way to do it. So he actually made a recommendation for this particular cord, because it's one of the few that's big enough that it can carry the wattage. And anyway, I'm not going to give you some math shit. So anyway, back to my story about Corey. So we're still in Kennesaw, and I got the thing sitting out front. I think we were smoking a turkey that day. It was the Thanksgiving thing, right? And I had noticed if I went over and went to move the stuff around, and I didn't have shoes on, every time I touched it with the tongs, nothing serious, you know, not like a knocking the dirt kind of thing. And I did my thing, and I went inside and put some shoes on, so it stopped shocking me. You know, anyway. So I had Corey come out, and I'm like, hey, turn this over. And he flips it over. And he's like, what? Good Lord, here we go. Somebody's at the back door. Here come the dogs. Anyway, so I have Corey come out. He grabs the tongs, and he flips the piece over for me. And he's like, what? And I said, all right, we're going to do this again. Take your shoes off. He takes his shoes off, and he goes to turn it over, and he's like, oh. Anyway, so this one's gotten to where when I plug it in outside, because there's 1, 2, 3 outlets out here on the back patio, it trips the GFCI. So eventually I'll either order another burner or upgrade the damn smoker, but so for now what I do is I take this fancy cord I bought for the electrician's recommendations, and I run it in the back door and plug it in the hallway. No tripping, runs as long as I want it to, good to go. Yeah, but no GFCI. The other problem with that, so I run the cord across the patio in the back door, and I run it around the corner here and plug it in. The problem with that is I got to leave the door open enough that the cord can run in the door. And a windy night like tonight, where the wind just happens to be going that way, I leave the back door open. It does that. So you come in from the front porch, you walk in the house, whole freaking house smells like smoked ribs. Good thing, bad thing, whatever. So anyway, probes are in. Gonna head back out front. Gonna grab another Guinness. Gonna get my remote so I can watch the temp. And I'll let you know when they're ready. Got some fun stuff going on tonight. Sharon's came by, our buddy from work. Just had Instacart bring us a bottle of Jameson and another bottle of Jaeger. Anyway, talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. So I'm going to be a dick for a minute, and I'm going to be like, Donovan, come here. What's up, brother? This is the other OG. Alright, so, my remote thing started yelling at me like 10 minutes ago, and I was drinking a beer, and I was like, fuck it, it'll wait a few minutes. So, we're going to walk outside and grab the ribs. I'm pretty sure Donovan washed the thing to put them in. And I'm going to show you what Donovan's doing while I'm going to get the ribs.
Oh, wait a minute, let me take these out.
Hold on. Oh! So what do we have here? What are they, crescent rolls?
Yeah, with cheese.
With cheese and jalapenos? Oh, yeah. And then, he made sure Sharon picked up a box of cake mix when she was coming over. And he's going to do a whole thing of freaking cupcakes. Anyway, alright, so, hey, where's the thing for the ribs? Alright, so, we're going to take this, and we're going to go outside. Oh, shit, hold on. I need to tongs. Clunky. You can't pick these up without doing a couple of test clicks.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna walk outside. Watch out, doggy. Here's what we got going on. I didn't even look and see what time it was. Anyway, y'all don't care. See if we can do this, but the dog's trying to steal my ribs. Oh, hold on. Let me set the dome over here out the way. Alright, so we talked about the temperature thing. I don't have server fingers, so I'm gonna pull it out with the tongs. I can't do that crap. Rebecca can. I tell her all the time, hey baby, I need your server hands. Because she can pick up crap that's twice as hot as I can. So anyway. So here's what we got going on. Oh, dropping spices. Alright, so here you can kind of see, you see the tips of the bones there. You can see it better from that side. So what you want to do is you want to smoke them until those bones start pulling out, right? Guess that's backwards. You want to smoke them until the meat's pulling back from the bones. So that's 3. And again, I suck at this whole holding the camera, whatever. I'll move this top rack, and I'm going to sit it over here on the cast iron table. Sorry, my phone just yelled about me about the 10% battery. I hope you all didn't see that. Ow! Oh, bitch. Good. God, that is pretty. Hold on. Look at that. Yeah, don't want to burn myself. So, kind of had fun tonight. So, while I was waiting for these to get done, children, Daddy's on the phone. While I was waiting for these to get done, me and Donovan, Rebecca, and Sharon were all sitting outside, drinking Jameson shots and some Guinness. And Sharon hadn't seen my post about the cooking stuff, so I made her sit in the living room and watch all the good ones. Children? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I got the meat off. See if I will stab you with a fork. Alright, so. Oh. I wish you could smell these. I've been smelling them for freaking 4 hours. So I'm gonna, ow, hot. I'm gonna bring these inside, and I'm gonna set them down. And since I made Donovan get on camera, hey D, I need a place to set these. Thank you, brother. We talked about my Cutco knives. Here's my set. Anywho. So since I forced Donovan to be on camera, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm kind of handicapped here. Can you, Alright, so, we talked a little bit about the Jameson, the Jaeger, the Guinness, and I showed you my Jaeger bottles, you know. My buddy Maurice from Instacart brought me a 1.5 of Jameson a day. So, Donovan. Slice, brother. Alright, so. Now, they're probably going to yell at me. But, stay down. We're going to go see the girls. So hey. So again, we talked about Instacart. Brandy Lynn, great girl. Oh my God, she's so sweet. Anyway, she brought me 2 bags of dog food. And I'm surprised dogs aren't going nuts because we're out of dog food and they haven't eaten yet today. Ooh. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, 8:48 and the kids haven't eaten yet. I'm such a bad daddy. Alright, so like I said, the girl's probably going to yell at me. I'll get over it. There's Rebecca. Say hi. And talked to you a couple of times about Sharon. And her coming in dying to get her face in my ribs. Here's Sharon. Say hi.
Hey.
So when I get done, I got to get her to sign the freaking disclaimer thing that I can put this shit on YouTube. So anyway, got my Guinness. If she don't drink it, I must steal Rebecca's Jameson.
Get out, Mom.
Get out of my business! Alright, so I'll be back in just a minute, and I will show you how the ribs look when we cut them up. Alright, so I'm getting fucking yelled at left and right, because it's 10:43 and I haven't cut the ribs yet. Little coon ass needs some ribs. Alright, so here's what's going on. The girls are back here. Hi. And Rebecca is being a responsible business person. She's unpacking her new paparazzi shiny blingy shit, whatever. And she's posting pictures so she can sell stuff. And hey, here's what Dee's doing. Dee's a smart one. Play some Destiny too. Once I get the food out, I'm gonna take over the big pretty TV. I'm gonna play me some Destiny too. Yeah. Alright. So what I'm getting yelled at for is because I brought the damn ribs in and I haven't cut them up yet. And they're like, we're starving! Alright, so you see what we got going on.
Are you still talking to yourself?
I always talk to myself. Oh, still nice and warm, so y'all can just... So again, see the rib tips sticking out there? That's where you want to cook them, just right when the tip starts sticking out. Oh, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 things. Sharon, don't go anywhere.
Look over there.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so my favorite cut coach. Like, so
You need a tight sister?
nice. So Sharon, what I want you to do,
Yeah.
because I'm all handicapped with the phone in one hand and she's
Right.
still in the last of my vodka.
You need it up. Oh, well, thank you
But
for
she's
it.
got the funny ears.
I am high. Hibbity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Oh my God.
You want me to taste
Alright,
one of
so
those?
no. Here's what we're gonna do. I want to see how this works. I'm gonna
Okay,
hold
you
this
want-
side. No. And I want you to just grab that side and just rip it off and see how easily it pulls off. So, oh, not so easy.
I think we need a, here, give me the...
No, you good. So, alright, let's just do this. Grab this one I already cut off.
Grab what did you say?
Grab that one I cut off.
Mm.
Stick that in your face.
Mm.
Tell me what you think.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You want me to hold the phone?
No, I'm good.
Oh my God.
Alright, so you've seen the ribs. We've talked about what I did with them.
Pause till after dessert.
Pause while she just like, oh, nom.
Oh my God.
So here's Donovan's cupcakes. And I guess Sharon brought the King's Hawaiian, best rolls ever.
Yep.
And we got a couple of the crescent rolls with the jalapenos, and I can't wait to get my face in this. This is the cast iron skillet with some spinach. So, come here.
Hey,
What do you think?
this is gonna be an awesome dinner. I'm so excited. Bye, y'all.
Alright, dinner's done.
Peace out.
We're gonna eat. Peace out.